Welcome back, everybody, to the Photo Memoirs. I'm Don, and today I'm here again with another little review of some of your photographs. And this is something that I announced and I started yesterday. I did my first video yesterday, and I reviewed photographs from four of you and just gave tips on how I think that you can improve in your images. And I hope this is very helpful for you. And I hope that everybody can kind of grow in this kind of initiative and improve and learn more about photography. So today too, we also have some submissions. We have two submissions. One is from Lynn Cole, which also sent a submission yesterday. And we have a second submission by Roberto Collado Jr. So thank you for submitting your images. And if you're interested in joining this, you can submit your images, just get in contact with me through email or through Facebook. You can send me your images and I'll include them in the next video. So I'm trying to do this daily. So we'll see if I have enough submissions. If I have at least maybe one or at least two submissions of photographs that you're taking, then I'll do the video for that day. So I hope that you guys continue to share some of your photographs and we can continue kind of this daily review where we can continue to learn at least for a few minutes every day. So let's start off with the photographs that Roberto sent me. He sent me 5 here. So we'll just go ahead and see what we have. Okay, so I think Roberto, he's shooting all with a cell phone. And I think that is, something that holds a lot of people back because cameras are expensive, right? Especially, if you're working very hard to support your family and maybe, things are tight, things are difficult. That's kind of the way the world works, right? It's a little bit sad at times, but it comes with the territory. And so some people, they're not able to really uh, spend a lot of money into buying a fancy camera, and that's fine. I understand that. If that is you, no worries. You can continue to submit your photographs, your mobile phone photographs. So that's fine too. And that's what Roberto did. So he's gone out, it looks at late at night, and he's uh, just kind of photographed some of the night scenery, it looks like. Maybe he was driving around or something like that as well. And when it comes to mobile photography, I think you have a lot of limitations. I'm not gonna lie. I had a question that was posted up. What's the difference between mobile phones and cameras? And there is a big difference. If you can upgrade later to a camera, of course, you're going to notice a difference right away in the quality. And of course, when at nighttime, of course, there's also a big difference. And so if you know how to use both of the tools, right, the phone or the camera, you know how to equally use them just as well, and you know the same information about photography, then you're going to notice a difference. You're going to probably come away with better images with your camera. But if not, you use your phone. You can still learn all the basics about photography. You can learn about the composition, how to frame, where to put the things in the picture in that rectangle that you have, right? What, where's the subject? How does it stand out? These are all things that you could do even with your phone. So just if that's what you have, that's the tool you have, don't let that hold you back. Don't think, I don't have a camera, so I can't do anything. Oh well, that's how it is. Well, you don't have to think like that. If you love taking pictures, you want to learn photography, do it. Even if you have only your camera, even if you have only your phone, just go with your phone and try to learn the basics of photography and try to get better with your phone to as best as you can with the tool that you have. And I think, people that do that, it's wonderful. And then later on, if you do get the opportunity to get a camera, then you're already gonna have learned the skills that you need in order to do nice photographs. So you're just getting ahead of yourself now. In that will do you a lot of good. So here, the scene for me in this photograph, and kind of the point I'm trying to get is when it comes to the composition, I see the scene as this up here, the top part, right? And even the side with the truck, I don't think that does the photograph any good. I think this part can be cut off. You might be able to include more of the building on the right. I think that might have been better. And of course, this, I get that you're shooting with the road, right? You're shooting at the road, but I feel like this is very long, right? And with like nothing kind of at the bottom of the photograph. So I think, a lot of that negative space could be brought up a little bit and you can focus more on the scene that's ahead. Another thing that can help to do that is with your phone, just take your phone, right? And you're shooting your phone where you're pointing it down, right? So you're getting, well, you're not too far down, but a little bit down, right? So you're shooting like this, and then you're missing a lot of the top, and then you're getting a lot of the road at the bottom. Instead, you can pull your phone up like this, right? Or like even up more, or you can turn it this way, or you can get closer. You can do all these things, and then you can get rid of this bottom more. I think just that an upward angle instead of a downward angle, that could have done a lot of difference for this photograph. And also just thinking of ways to capture the scene without like the majority of the picture being just the middle of the road. If that makes sense, I hope that's useful, and I hope that can help. Yeah, okay. Wow. Looks like there's a lot of flooding there. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, yeah, just a photograph of the flooding. Okay. Got motion blur. It's unavoidable at late at night in the dark with a phone. Even with a camera, it will be difficult. You'd have to really increase your ISO and then your shutter speed in order to catch it without any kind of motion blur, which is a difficult thing to do at night. But yeah, just a photograph of the flooding there. Well, I heard that there was some typhoons coming in many places there in the Philippines. So I hope everybody, if you're from the Philippines, I hope you're safe. I hope that you're healthy, you and your family. I just wanted to throw that out there as well. Hopefully, there's no big flooding in your houses or anything like that. I hope. Okay. Okay. Yeah, just it looks like you're driving like a motorcycle. Are you kind of are you driving the motorcycle and taking the picture at the same time, or is somebody else driving the motorcycle and you're kind of behind them taking the picture? I'm not really sure. Looks a little bit dangerous. Okay, just the road there. Okay. I really like this photograph. I think this is really well done. So I don't know if this is your family, your daughter, I guess. Yeah, it looks like a girl. Yeah. Just based on the hair, I'm guessing it's a girl. Sorry if I'm not seeing it completely right. It's a girl, I believe. And yeah, I really love the photograph. She's kind of a silhouette. He's taking the photo in his home. It looks like his home or a friend's house or family's house or something like that. Very, very nice. I love silhouette photographs. So I think this is really well done. Very good job. And then you got the two windows there where the light's coming in and then she's backlit, which is also very pleasing. Very nice. I love this. Really good. Really good job. Really good job. And that's something that I recommend as well. If you're at home, some people think, I'm so busy. I don't have any time. I can't do anything. I can't take photos because I'm so busy. Well, that's not always true. I know that, sometimes you're very, very busy, and that is true, but not being able to take a photo might not be entirely true. Just sometimes that's what I like to do is I'll just document just at home, just with my family, my son or my wife. But I can take photos of my daily activities, or if I have to go somewhere, I can go there and come back, and I can do something on my way home. So I think, yeah, he's got this beautiful photograph. Thank you so much for this. This is excellent. I love this photograph. So just yeah, just taken with the phone at home, and then he's edited there in the black and white, which looks great. I love it. And the quality, you know with black and white images, with documentary style images, street photography, that type of thing, like this uh, noise and stuff, even motion blur, it's very, very acceptable. It's not exactly something that is going to ruin your photograph. It actually can even add something very, very unique, very interesting. It can add that extra level of interest to the photograph, which yeah, makes it really nice, even like this. So I think this is really good. This is my favorite photograph from you so far. So thank you very much for submitting it. My favorite one right here, out of the 5 that you sent. Okay, and the same thing here. Okay, just like during the daytime, out and about. This I think maybe for friends in the Philippines, maybe this is not something amazingly interesting. For me, it's actually kind of interesting because I really, I don't get to see this type of thing. So that's actually really interesting for me to see. It's like, okay, he's got kind of, I think this looks like tin there or something, but this looks like bamboo. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that bamboo here that is kind of sliced and then pieced together here? That's something that I never see. Canada, Korea, I've never seen that like that. So that's kind of it's a level of interest for me. Although for friends in the Philippines, that's probably nothing of special interest. Uh, again, the photo. So, what are you trying to tell with the photograph? Is there a story behind it? Like, if I were to ask you, what's the subject of your photograph? What is it that you're trying to tell me about the photograph? If it's your home environment and you're kind of you're documenting your home environment and you're taking several different photos of your home and the area around where you live, that's great. And that, the body of work, several photographs together can tell that story, which can make something. But as a single photo, I'm not sure exactly what you want to tell with this photograph. And if you although I know you're trying to work with the tones, right? The dark contrast and the bright whites, and then of course the gray as well. It looks nice, pleasing that way, all the different tones. But what is the story and what is the subject that you're trying to tell? I think if you give that some more thought, it might as well help you. All right, so moving on here, and we have Lincoln's photograph. So let's take a look. Okay, so Lincoln, again, sorry if I'm not pronouncing the names correctly. I'm very bad with pronunciation. I'm sorry. If I'm not correct, please forgive me, or just even send me a message if you want. You send me a message and tell me how to pronounce your name, and then I can make sure I pronounce it better. So Lincoln sent me this photograph, and I really like this photograph. And he also sent me a message saying, I can only do photography now with my phone again. Oh, what am I doing? Which is fine. Again, I said that's fine. Work with the tools that you have. I'm not going to hold that against you. And I really, really like this picture. I really, really do like it. It's very interesting to me. Again, maybe to friends in the Philippines, maybe a little less interesting if you're used to this every day. Right? People that live here, they see this every day, uh, or maybe in different parts of the Philippines, maybe you don't see this scene every day. Uh, so I'm not really sure. I can't tell on that end. But for me, very, very interesting, very fabulous. It looks like maybe there's some little markets or shops here, and excellent, yeah. Motorbikes and this kind of, what is this kind of tractor or something? Yeah, so this is really cool. This is really, really interesting to me. I love the framework here, the wood with the awning there at the top, or it just might be a tarp actually. But yeah, it looks just really, really good. I really love how you frame the photograph. I think you kind of tell like a cool little story. And the story that I kind of get from this is, that maybe I'm not even really sure. I'm just kind of guessing here, but I guess he's a worker. I'm assuming, right? This is his job. He's working there, and it looks like it's really late at night. But here is this worker, right? Late at night, even if he can sell something a little bit more. And I'm guessing at that again, that I can only imagine when you get a photo like this, you can only imagine what the situation is. But I think that curiosity that is sparked can, do wonders for your photography. If your photographs have that kind of effect where people stop and think, oh, that's very interesting. I wonder kind of what's the situation, what's going on here. I think that could be truly something special. Again, good. You're working with the tools you have. Excellent. So you told me, Lin Cool told me in his entry, he told me, I took this photograph while roaming around our town during the dead of night. So very, very late at night. I don't know if this is midnight or just very, very late. He said, I tried to give this photo a very cold and quiet feeling, but not a desolate one. So, uh, some people might have that kind of desolate look, and I think it might be a little hard to avoid. Right. So if I examine right this side of the street, kind of it might have that feeling. And if I look at the top part of the photograph, the bottom part of the photograph, sorry, right, up until here, right, it seems like everything's just kind of it has that kind of desolate look there. But I think you've done a good job because you have, if there's lights like this, and then there's a man standing outside out front like that, uh, that this part definitely doesn't seem like a desolate place. However, it's only one person outside, so that still makes it a little bit difficult to have that, not a desolate feeling. I'm sorry to say, but I love that you're thinking about that and you're trying to create a kind of mood. And what you said is, I wanted to give the photo a very cold, quiet feeling. We got quiet right away from this. I don't know about every other viewer. If you're checking this out, this video, please let me know what you think. How did you feel when you looked at this photograph? Did you feel it was quiet? I I definitely felt yes, very quiet. Do you get a very cold feeling from this? I don't get uh yeah, kind of like a lonely can be kind of a cold kind of feeling, right? But if you wanted to have like a like temperature, like feeling cold, like right, then you can you can adjust your temperature, right? Because yellow and like the sunlight has a very warm and hot kind of feeling, a warm look, whereas blue has the cool, cold type feeling. So if you were thinking, hey, I want this to have a very cold feeling to it, you can grab the temperature and you can pull it down, right? So you can pull it towards that bluish tone, which then makes the photo feel more cold. No, if that makes sense. And that's just my opinion. That's what I feel. If you're trying to go for that cooler look, that cold kind of feeling to the photograph, you can play with the settings just a little bit, just tweak it a little bit, uh, make it a little bit cooler. And vice versa, if you wanted to say, if you have a different photograph, you wanted to make it warm, then you make it more to the yellow, right? Something like that. And I'm just going to return it back to your original settings here. Okay, so that is my thoughts on today's submissions. Thank you so much, sir, for sending me your photos, both Lincoln and also Alberto. Sorry, I'm so sorry, Roberto. Roberto, thank you so much. All right, so that's the end of today's video. And if you have submissions, go ahead, get in touch with me. I'm going to be reviewing more photographs tomorrow if we have enough submissions. So please send me what you have. And of course, I'm going to go ahead and share some of my photographs with you. And I'm going to do that just in a separate video. So you can also check that out and let me know what you think. In fact, I was similar like a link cool right here. And I also didn't do much photography today. And then I felt, oh, at least I have to get out and I have to try to get a little bit. So I also went for a dead of the night little photo walk. I just rode a bike a little bit. And then I went out and I took similar looking photographs like this, which I'll share with you in my next little video. So check that out as well. And I look forward to your submissions tomorrow. If you have any questions or you have any thoughts on Roberto's or Lincoln's photographs, please let them know down in the comments. Share your thoughts. If you have any questions for me as well, let me know, and I'm going to get back to you as quickly as possible. And I hope that you'll join me by submitting some of your photos, and we'll look forward to that in the next video.